Welcome back to this week's episode of See the Little Things. If you always wanted to sail in the Med, but you don't know where to start, then don't click away just yet, because the answer is Greece, and we will show you why. My name is Mandy, and this is Alex, and this is our 36-foot home, Blue. We have been sailing Greece, Italy, Sicily, Sardinia, and the Balearic Islands for the past 8 months now, and right now we realize even more how incredible Greece was. We spent 5 months exploring this fantastic country, and we would like to share with you why Greece is the place to be for sailors. Let's dive right into the 8 reasons why we love Greece and you should sail it. Subscribe to See the Little Things if you want to see and learn about sailing life, and join us while we try to find happiness in doing things that are hard. Let's start at the bottom and work our way to the top. Reason 8. Other sailors. If you are chartering a boat for just 1 or 2 weeks with friends and family, this might not be a very important reason to you, but we think that the people you meet make or break a place. Having a friendly sailor lending you a helping hand when you moor up, waving at you when you arrive at an anchorage, or just having a nice chat with your neighbors really adds to the good atmosphere and general feeling of a country. We also found that there are heaps more liveaboards in Greece than anywhere else in the Med. So if you are looking to stay somewhere longer, the liveaboard community in Greece is very big and active. And when you like meeting new and friendly faces, then Greece is the place to go. We definitely made some friends for life here. Reason 7. History. Even if you don't care about that, don't click away just yet. Because Greece just has such an amazing and rich history, and even though we both are not really into this kind of stuff, we cannot deny that we were blown away by it anyway. Of course, Greece has its famous historic sites like the Oracle of Delphi and the Acropolis, but next to that, every town either has an impressive fortress, an old town center, some ruins, or a temple. And everything we have seen was nothing but impressive. And the great thing is that there are so many small and big towns that you can reach by sailboat that there is just no end to it. The most remarkable town we have seen was Monemvasia. The whole town is basically carved out of a giant rock and surrounded by a big stone wall, with on top of that rock a massive and pretty well preserved old town. And the view when you reach the top is just magnificent.
What?
This is sweating and they hurt now.
What? Putting the camera over there.
No, don't do it.
Like,
No! Oh god, I didn't think that was so deep. Oh! Hurts my feet. Oh, that looks awesome though, but Oh, that is steep. This is what a drone feels like.
yeah, you don't need a drone.
Yeah.
We just do this.
Oh god! Isn't it? I don't have no words. Best place, best view, best feeling. Happy today. Reason 6. Affordable. Many people think that you have to be rich to be sailing. I say it depends on what you expect from sailing. If you want to sail a 50-foot catamaran with aircon, then sure, you probably need to be loaded. If you want to go sailing for a week with a bunch of friends, and you are happy with a 36-foot boat, or you live like we do, the good news is that there is no need to be rich. And if you then decide to go to Greece, you could even be spending less money than you might spend when renting a house with the pool. And that is why we love Greece. For us liveaboards that need to get by on less money than a 2-week tourist, price is what makes Greece so attractive. You can basically anchor anywhere for free, as long as the depths allow it, of course. And if you don't want to anchor, there is the option of town keys. Almost every town has one, and they are very inexpensive. We have paid as little as €5 up to a maximum of €20, which is already a lot for Greece, but won't get you anywhere in Spain or Italy. To give you a little perspective, we have a 36-foot monohull and we sailed with our friends who also have a monohull, but it is 43 foot, and they only paid a few euros more than we did. Of course, you also have marinas, which are a bit more expensive than town quays, but compared to Croatia, Italy or Spain, the marina prices in Greece are really good. The most we paid for a marina was in Athens, which was €40 per night. Also, eating out is very cheap. You can have fantastic Greek meals for under €10. And fruits and veggies at the local markets are so cheap it almost feels like stealing. Probably your last day in Sailboat today.
Think so.
And so we're having another one of these ridiculously good breakfasts. I got a strawberry mint smoothie. What's gonna be next? But first, I'm gonna enjoy this ridiculous breakfast. Look at it! It's just so good. I love it here. I think I'm gonna live in this cafe. Reason 5. Good infrastructure for boats. Greece has 6,000 islands. And knowing that, you can imagine that boats are basically like cars here. In the coastal areas and on the islands, boats play such an important role in daily life that owning a boat is not seen as a luxury. It is a way of life. And this becomes noticeable when you sail for several reasons. First of all, every town, no matter how small, has a town quay or a small port where you can moor up for free or pay a small fee. Also, at these town quays you can always get water and often electricity too. Sometimes the water is even free or already included in the price of an overnight stay. And if not, water will only cost you about 5 or 10 euros. But the awesome part is not the price. It is actually that water and electricity are really easy to find. You never really have to worry about an empty tank or where to get your next shot of energy. And you definitely don't need a water maker here. Even if you want to stay in a small anchorage for months in a row, there's always a town around the corner where you can just stock up in the morning and be back again in your anchorage by the end of the day. Second of all, restaurants often provide showers and/or laundry services. And if the restaurant doesn't offer it, you will find someone else who made this their side business, next to renting scooters or selling groceries. And you can get your laundry picked up, washed, dried and folded neatly within less than 24 hours. Or you can use the self-service laundromats, which are everywhere and mostly really reasonably priced. About €4 for a washing load and €3 for drying. There is just not a single country in the Med where doing your laundry has been this easy. And last but not least, in case you need to get something fixed on your boat, you will find a marine store in almost every town, something we thought was normal since we started off in Greece. We just didn't know any better. And in case you can't fix it yourself, the guy that owns the marine store knows a guy that knows a guy that can come by later and fix it for you, without charging you an outrageous amount of money. Thank you, Greece. Reason number 4, the water. It might be a bit cheesy, but a picture says more than 1,000 words, which is really extremely true in this case. The water in Greece is just mind-blowing. It is crystal clear and crazy blue. Just have a look at all these insane shots. I am definitely not eloquent enough to find words that can surpass these incredible images, so just have a look for yourself.
So that rock is about 11 meters high that's under you.
God, you can see it. It's
Yes.
incredible.
I know. I mean, look here, there's more. Look under us.
Oh. Wow.
Look at it.
Reason number 3, 6,000 islands. Greece has 6,000 islands. 6,000! That is more than you can visit in a lifetime. And 6,000 islands means an endless amount of bays and towns to choose from. When the wind suddenly decides to change direction 180 degrees, which isn't uncommon when sailing Greece in summer, you can change your plans last minute and still find a safe and beautiful spot for the night. Your options are limitless. If that isn't enough reason alone to sail Greece, I don't know. Reason number 2 is a big sailing playground, perfect for beginners. No matter if you are a sailing newbie or an experienced sea dog, Greece has something to offer to everyone. With our knowledge of today, we can count ourselves very lucky to have started out in Greece. Especially the Ionian Sea sometimes feels like a big pond. It's the perfect sailing playground for the unexperienced sailors. You can sail small distances in relatively protected areas because of the islands that surround you. And there is no open ocean, you always have the islands in sight. And they keep the big swell and waves at bay, giving you a feeling of safety. You can find many bays or town quays to hide from the wind or throw out anchor for the night. There are loads of other, more experienced sailors that are happy to show you the ropes and help you out when you need it. And even for people like us, who knew very little when we first started, the sailing ground in the Ionian Sea was absolutely manageable. It just offers you the opportunity to build up your experience and confidence slowly. You can challenge yourself a little bit more every day without feeling overwhelmed.
I keep my balance next to you. It's true. Nowadays there's nothing I wouldn't do.
And if you are ready for a bigger adventure, you can check out the Northern Ionian, with a one-day sail to Paxos and then another to Corfu. You can test how you feel with the open water on one side while having land on the other side in case you chicken out. So if you ask us, there is no better place to start your sailing adventures than Greece.
It's not what we see, it's what we choose to be. We're beyond good.
Guys, this feels like such a nice ending to the video. How about we tell you reason number 1 next week? What do you think it is? Leave a comment down below and subscribe to find out. Check out the playlist on the left to see if Greece holds up to our promises. Leave a thumbs up, see you next week. Okay, bye bye.